there's a lot going on in the world. There's a whole lot going on in Washington, D.C. And I know, and I'm sure that you all are aware of the declaration by your president, Joseph Biden, a couple weeks ago, where he says that we, the people, must all, for the betterment or the good of all of the rest of us people, be inoculated. I'll use that term. Now, this has come with a humongous storm of resentment, debate, there's a whole lot of adjectives I could use, but for the most part, many of his constituents disagree, and many of the GOP, the Republicans, disagree with his executive decision, supposedly his executive decision, many touting that it's unconstitutional, unlawful, inhumane. Where are we to go? What are we to think, and what are we to do? I'm interested in knowing all of you all's viewpoint as it relates to this so-called executive order, this mandate that we all be inoculated. There's two sides of the fence. Of course, you're always going to have a middle and a gray area, those individuals that are not certain which direction to go or turn. I know where I stand, and I stand unremoved. It's interesting. Several days ago, I saw his address to America's people, and he was saying it's not about choice. It's not about rights. And then after that news blip came Kamala Harris talking about it's your body and it's about your rights as it relates to abortion. That is ironic. He says it's not about your rights, and then she comes back and said it is about your rights, speaking to women as it relates to pro-choice as far as abortion is concerned. Do you see the confusion in Washington? I'm not here to attack anyone, but I'm just here to say simply this. It is our bodies. It is your body. And if it's yours, what right does anyone have to tell you what to put in your body? I don't care what their motive is, their reasoning is. We only have one life to live, ladies and gentlemen. And this one life to live is ours individually. No one can stick a needle in you. No one can force you to ingest anything or inhale anything against your will, because there could be some ramifications at the end that could, no pun intended, end your life. And would you want that to happen to you or your children, your family, just because some other man said so? Is he a doctor? According to Hannity, he's not. Dr. Biden. He's not a scientist. He's not a physician. He's not a medical specialist. So, I'm encouraging you that are listening to the sound of my voice If you have common sense, use it. Once you've done it, taking that thing, you know, you cannot undo it. So are you willing to take that chance? Are you really? I'm not, because I only have one life. So I'm not going to put my life in some other man's hands based on his feelings, based on his opinion. It's really that cut and dry. So I've noticed that there have been many talking about impeaching him because of how he handled the Afghanistan departure, for one. And now this mandatory inoculation. There's something awry. There's something going on. And he was very serious when he said it in this address, this last address. Very, very serious. How so? Who's behind the curtain pulling Biden's strings, saying you better get this across, this agenda across? Who's doing that? He's just a puppet. He's just a figurehead. He's not running the shots. Someone else is. So it won't be me. I'm not volunteering anything, because it's my life and it's your life. Take very good care of it. So that's really all I had to say. I would be interested in knowing what your feelings are on this particular decision that he is trying to push to the American people. That was it for now, and that's all. Brother Teacher out.